Good afternoon, my name is Ken Adams and I'm doing a test run video to see if I can walk through going from owning cash to owning crypto. I'm in the United States, so I'll be using USD, and the crypto I want to use is Cardano. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. I tend to lose them in different places and pick them up in different places, but there's a big area of information that I want to cover on this dry erase board that's at an undisclosed location. So on our journey, we buy and we hold a stack of cash. So however you earn your money, whether it's a gift from your parents, or you trade some time for some labor, or you draw a nice picture and somebody sells it to you, you grow some fruit, whatever that is, you're going to start stacking up cash. And you have a couple of options. All right, so we'll go through a real quick journey about how US dollar money holding really works. Once you start getting that stacks of cash and you need to do something with it, you may put it in your wallet in your pocket so that you're able to exchange it. You can buy food with it, you can do things, but once you start earning enough money and stacking it up a little bit more, then you can save it at home. So you may be prone to just kind of like stuffing it in the mattress on your bed, or you might have an actual really nice safe. You have different options for what you can do with that money, but you start dealing with and figuring out what you need to do with it. Most people may work themselves over to, so if you have your money in a bank, you have to set up your account and you start transferring your money into the bank so that takes you out of the risk of having money in your house stashed in cash in your bed, and you only keep enough money in your wallet that you're going to spend on a daily basis. You have your bank account available, but if you need greater sums of money, they've created credit cards or debit cards that tie your account in the bank to your funds and your assets. So you have your credit card, you have your cash, you can spend money regularly, you can do it a little more securely where your higher dollar value assets are in that. So as your resources start to grow, as your time moves on and you start getting older and you have more things, you need to start doing more things with that money. You don't have to, but you choose to, because instead of just having money sitting in here earning 0.05% or whatever genius rate they're setting up, they're allowing you to make money with your money. So you could take a trip to Wall Street and you could start investing in stocks. You could also have a friend of yours that's starting a business, and maybe, for instance, since I'm using the green marker, it's a big startup. So you can send some money to that startup company and help them out and let them grow. And some people just like to put money into their house or in their home, and they may upgrade it by adding a barn out back. Well, no, the cars aren't going to be an investment because that loses money. Some people even, they'll buy stacks of gold or silver and just stack it up. But in that sense too, now we look at this, your home is at your house, your gold and silver, you kind of cross that line, and now you have to manage and maintain that. One way on the Wall Street side, through your bank account, we're in a new world that's digital, and just from your phone, you can start off and have a account with an investment company that allows you to send money into that account. And now this account, not to name any names of any companies, but they would let you buy stocks, sell stocks, earn rewards, doing all that. So at some point you're going to have a balance here, you're going to have a balance here, you're going to have money sitting in this startup, you're going to have where the price goes up and down on your house, you'll have cash sitting in gold and silver. You may do all of these, you may do none of these, but whatever you're doing with your money, it's pretty agreed upon to get it out of the bank itself and diversify your assets and send them out there. So, lots of ways that we can move our money, send it back and forth. As we continue to earn money, a large portion goes through the bank and then out, and then your day-to-day needs are served out of this bank. So I'm showing you all of these options because in a few minutes we're going to go into where cryptocurrency and how do I find myself in cryptocurrency? How do you buy cryptocurrency? There's a few ways to do that. One of those through all of our traditional, because I have friends that say, yeah, I own crypto, absolutely. It's like, well, how much do you own? Where do you own it? How do you do that? Because similar to having gold and silver, some people own gold and silver, but they can't show you it around. They don't actually own it because out here in Wall Street, or they may have an attachment to an ETF, and somebody in Wall Street owns a stack of gold with your name on it. Now, can I touch that? No, it's not. I can't. Actually, that's looking like an oil drum. People invest in oil. Think about it that way. If I want to buy a barrel of oil, I need to go. You can't. That's just not something you can go do and hope the futures go up and then sell your barrel of oil. You go through a commodities exchange. So that's a whole other market and another exchange where I'm going to trade my USD for commodities like oil, gold, and your silver. You could also do it in wheat. You could do it in animals. But there's an exchange. That exchange exists, and they do all the trading. You put money in that exchange. They buy oil or buy gold or buy wheat futures or pork bellies or whatever they do, and your name is on that. You don't have to start a farm. You don't have to have. Some people that want to buy gold or silver may go over to a coin shop, like a brick and mortar coin shop, buy that gold, and then take it back to their house and put it in their house, or diversify it. They may even take it back to the bank and then go into their vault and then stash it inside of that bank because that bank is more secure than their home. Well, that's actually here. When we talk about crypto, right now, a majority of the people that I know that own crypto are right here. There's a little box that says buy crypto. And they go to buy crypto, and that's great, but it really means that they have their native asset with their name on it. But they have no control of that because if something happens to this account, their money is out here on this this market in that exchange. So we're going to go back to USD, but we're going to keep in mind all these key assets. I'm going to hit pause and reset my board. Okay, we've cleaned up the board a little bit. We have our stacks of cash, we have our money in our wallet, and our typical structure is to keep money at your home, send money to the bank, send it out to Wall Street and do some investing with stocks. I left the 401k out earlier, but 401k is an option. A lot of people have a big investment in that. CFTC, the commodities exchange, I left Forex out. Forex and foreign exchanges. When we're talking crypto, we're talking global, so some of the examples may fall back to what happens in the Forex exchange. VC, venture capitalism, when you have that startup or you have other bits of new cool ideas and you just want to put some money at that maybe high risk, high reward. And then artwork. You know, we left that one out, and I think you'll see where we go with that. So we have all of our traditional ways of investing our money. Now we want to invest in crypto. So we already talked about the one easy one. If you're out here on your account and they say, yes, buy crypto, you can see that you may own that, but there's not much else to do with that. But how did you get into this account? It was by setting up your bank account and tying it to that Wall Street account and then rolling that back into crypto. If you wanted to cash that out, you would sell your crypto and run it through the exchange so that you go back to USD, USD goes to the bank, bank goes to your teller and your ATM, and you withdraw your money. So that kind of covers where that's at, but how much control of your crypto do you actually have? And it's not much. So one of the options to go down the street, go to the gas station, and you find yourself a machine that has a screen on it and it says buy crypto here. You don't just throw in a $50 bill or a $20 bill, hit some buttons, and then get crypto. There's nothing to push out. So you have to start an account with this company, .com, whatever it is. And when you start this link and you're creating a brand new account, and they're going to want to know some bit of you exist. Typically, that way of knowing that you exist is going to be through your cell phone, because you have an account with your cell phone and have an email address. So you have to give your email address, you have to give your cell phone number, and then you have to do two-way verification. So once you put money into the machine from your wallet, it's going to ask you who you are. If you don't already have the account, it's going to ask you for your email, it's going to ask you for the cell phone, and it'll do two-factor authentication with your cell phone. So that ties you together. Now you have this link, and it says that's your DID, that's your digital identity through that system. So now to make this happen, money goes in, and then they send a message to your cell phone, and then you use that message and you send it back in, and then at that point, this USD transfers into their account, and then they send you back your currency. They also give you a paper receipt that says, I own crypto. So that little piece of paper you put in your wallet, now you have crypto. But the only way you're going to get money back and do everything is through this company's account. So that's one option, and I won't say that it is quite legitimate. You do get your cryptocurrency, but you're going to pay a lot higher premiums on your asset, like percentages more. Okay, so we own cryptocurrency on paper from our ATM machine. We own crypto through Wall Street, and if we want to get any cash back, we have to run back through our bank. They can send us some cash. If we wanted to cash out through the ATM, they'll kick cash right back to you, but it's going to cost you even more fees. So what we want to do now is consider opening up an account with an actual cryptocurrency exchange, not with a Wall Street exchange. So one of these exchanges, and they're modeled very much after commodities exchanges, forex exchanges, things to that end, where basically one entity holds all kinds of crypto. Not all of them, but the ones that they're invested in. You can exchange your money for their crypto, and their crypto then goes into your account. So now you make a connection and a bridge between your bank and that exchange, and you tie it in. Now, if I have X number of USD and I want to buy ADA, and I'm going to diversify right now, and I'm even going to buy some BTC. When my US dollars come in, I'm going to say $100 in ADA and $100 in Bitcoin. That equals 0.0000 BTC. And then my $100 in ADA equals 50 ADA. My name is on this account, and I now have $0 in my account. I have 50 ADA, and I have 0.00000 BTC. My name's attached to it. My name's attached to this. My name's attached to this. But it's not. None of these are very well protected in the way that I look at it. I own crypto, and I have it through such and such exchange, and it's tied back to the US dollar. So I bought it. Now, if the value of crypto, so now if I want to go backwards, I can take my exchange money and my crypto, Bitcoin, send it back to US or back to USD, and then I could buy more ADA. Or some exchanges allow you to swap directly from BTC to ADA or back to USD. And if I take this 100 and the price went down and now it's 50, I could take that 50, send it back to the bank, and then I can go back and withdraw a $50 bill. If it goes up, I get to take out more. What else can I do with that? So if I want to move this ADA into something else, it's really difficult to do that because it is locked up in this exchange. So what I need to do now is build a wallet. That is a crypto wallet. That is my wallet that I have the keys to. Only I can open this up. Only I can open up this door. Only I have access to that. Right now, my exchange has access to my crypto. My Wall Street account has access to my crypto. The ATM machine has access. In all three of these, they're the ones that have control of it. The only thing I have is access to my account that says that I have such and such crypto. So to me, that is very, very it's not good because I can't get into helping anybody. I can't do anything else with that. I can't take ADA from here and buy an asset. I can't just send it to somebody else. Well, you can, but it creates a different thing, but it's not going to allow for interoperability of ADA on the daily. So I need to put that in my own crypto wallet, but I need to build a wallet. Now, to build a wallet digitally is something that new people like myself have to continue to wrap our heads around. Similar to that credit card that we put in our wallet that came from our bank, there is think about it like that as an access point for your digital assets. So when I have my wallet sitting here, this is going to be absolutely locked down once I get it built. But on the back end of it, I have a 24-word seed phrase that is its level of protection, and that seed phrase, wherever I keep that, allows me to recover this. So if something happens on this wallet, you have to have access to that wallet in some way. It isn't just some mythical thing that exists. This wallet may be accessed through a laptop, and then that goes out through the Ethernet and talks to the world where the blockchain exists. So now that I have my wallet, I'm going to set that up as you have different types of full node wallets, browser-based, you have mobile-based, and you have cold wallets. So you can link to your cold wallet, which is out here. So remember back here we had a safe? That's similar to what we're going to call a cold wallet. This cold wallet, away from the internet and ether worlds, air gapped, and it does not. Right now, you have X number of BTC, 50 ADA in the exchange that we purchased. And we want to put that on our wallet so that we spend it. When you go to your exchange, now we're going to send, and we're going to put this into our wallet. So I can give my public address for my wallet, and it's called your receiving address or your public. All right, I lost the attention of my camera, and now we're back. Okay, so to finish up on the cold storage bit, is that I've taken my money off of the exchange. If the exchange goes down, I will still have my cryptocurrency. If the exchange goes down and my money or my ADA is still sitting out on the exchange, there's a good chance that I lose that. If regulation happens in the country that you're in, this exchange may be unavailable, and they may just totally lock down and shut out whatever asset you're in. So you want to pull your assets off of the exchange and get them in your own control. Just use that exchange to exchange. Use this wallet to exchange amongst the community. That becomes your crypto wallet, and it allows you access to move money to and from. But if you want to put it in this safe, if you want to air gap it, if you want to take your digital currency offline completely, you have to put yourself in a cold storage situation. So a cold storage wallet is products currently like the Ledger, like the Tracer. There's other products out there. You could even build one out of a Raspberry Pi. All of these options exist for cold wallets, but it takes it completely offline now. If my computer breaks, if my system fails, if the wallet that I chose is not in service anymore, my assets are in my cold storage. I can start a new computer. I can open up a new account. I can link my cold storage wallet to that new account, and then I can bridge the gap to get back to my bank and pull USD out, or go back to the bank and buy my house, or do whatever it is that I need to do. So having your long-term storage money, or even the safe that's in your bank, only available to you and your trusted family members. The password that gets you into this, the keys that get you into that all exists for you to have perfect, best scenario storage for yourself. Okay. Okay, we've cleaned things up a little bit. We still have our computer that has access to our wallet. We have 500 ADA in there now. We've been doing this for a while. We've increased our stake. Our assets are 0. We have our cold wallet with 7 bazillion ADA. I don't know how that happened, but we got it now. So that is safe and protected because it's offline. So the next step is to look at how do you spend your money? What are you going to do with all of this ADA? One, just like if you had $500 in your bank account here, it's going to earn passive income. Well, how do you earn passive income right now using your ADA? Well, in that venture capitalist world, it's not exactly VC, but there are multiple businesses that exist, and they're called stake pools. And those businesses, some are very charitable, some are not, some are designed just to make more money, some are designed to have more ADA available so that they can get more people into the system. So there's stake pools that exist, and you have to look at which stake pool you want to delegate your ADA to. So let's say, for instance, you find a stake pool called Q, and you know that that person is producing a lot of amazing content for the community, and you want to help support them, but we're not giving that money away. We do what's called delegate. When you take your 5, we're gonna put an asterisk next to that number, and we're going to send that off digitally. And it's not sending it away, it's assigning your ADA to this business. So that when that business is doing its job, you go to that stake pool and you say, I'm going to put my 500 ADA into and delegate to you. Every 5 days, do approximately 5% APR. Divided out by 5 days, it's a portion. So if I had a calculator, I would do the math. But over the course of the year, this 500 ADA is going to go up by 5%. I can just sit there passively and earn 5% APR on whatever I own in this wallet because it's staked through this wallet to that business. A little bit better than the 0.5% or maybe 1% you could get from a bank. That's sort of along the realm of venture capitalism. But we're going to get into the other options and opportunities that are in the system. So if you find during your research and understanding a company, we're going to call it, so ABC Development Company, maybe they have 5 Plutus Pioneer developers and they're doing amazing things, whatever you see them doing, but they're like, you know what, we need funding. We want to have something. What they can do right now is actually create non-fungible tokens, and maybe it's artwork, maybe it's artistic, or maybe it has utility and it's by design. So they may sell 100 NFTs. Now, in this case, they're going to sell them for 5 ADA each. And you say, this has a wallet receive address, and then you send and receive, and then you're asking for 1/100th of ABC development. Now, you have 1 ABC dev token. Now, what's that token going to do? This is we're still way ahead in the whole world, but that might give you voting rights. That may give you designation ability. It may give you first in for a future project. Who knows what it is or what's going on with it, but they should have instructions or design just like any other company that gives a minimum viable product, and it lets you say, you know what, I'm going to invest in this company. No different than me saying, I'm going to give $50 or $100 to my daughter so she can buy a lawnmower so she can start her business. Who knows what the utility is or what's going to happen with it, but that is an opportunity for you to do that. And you gain this asset, which is a non-fungible token, which could be the receipt. It could be a smart contract now, because we actually have smart contracts in Cardano. Last one, I'm going to do this because I don't want to get too long-winded, and we're just looking at different ways to make money, do things. I think the core of this conversation had to do with the different assets and how they work. But you have artwork. You may find somebody that's starting a business or just has some really cool artwork, and there's communities, actual artwork itself, and they may sell unique images or drawings. And that's what the CNFT kind of thing is each one of these, you have one address, and then it'll randomly pull as a vending machine and send it out. And that gives you a copy, or actually it gives you an original piece of artwork that either has rarity or it may have utility as well. And that money funds the project that did that to do future things, or it's just for genuine, pure, beautiful art as it is. But as you do that, now inside your wallet, you may have one Q token. And that may be set up so that Q token is just some of my original oil work or artwork, or maybe it's a 10-second segment from this video. Who knows what's going to actually happen? Maybe it's just me saying as a soundbite. Who knows? Well, if you're interested in it and you want to buy it, that's how you can just spend out of your wallet to purchase something. You may find somebody that wants to do custom artwork or custom music and they accept ADA. If your money's in your wallet, you can send it to them and whatever they're doing, and they can send it back. So we're early in the system, so many things are happening, and the development companies are building so many amazing, beautiful things that they're setting up and saying, you know what, we want to do a way to do tickets to a concert. We want to build a way for you to view your assets. We want to make a way for you to everything, whatever's on your mind, it can happen. And you can see, even through retirement plans or buying commodities or understandings, there are companies that are growing and building across the ecosystem of cryptocurrency. And I just wanted to show this as an illustration that our traditional system and the way things are is built off of a currency. Newsflash, it's failing. It's failed, but we're still struggling to survive with it. What's happening on the decentralized world, where everybody has access to every single transaction, you have to remember that. In a blockchain that is decentralized, this transaction that I did on this day at that time, anybody with the skills can look at and say that this wallet address purchased through this vending machine this asset, and that asset got moved into this wallet. That currency that was used was because of the results. It just, everything has a path, so it creates a safer thing. And the currency is limited. There's only so much supply. It's immutable. It cannot be changed. Everything that is. Nobody gets to just change the rules and want to do something different. And that's where the beauty of this decentralized world exists. And it's growing so fast, and trying to keep up with that and teach everyone, that's what the premise of this video is. So in closing, I appreciate you taking the time to watch over my shoulder as I talk through this. I hope the audio works out, and thank you for staying with me to the end. I'm going to do one more experiment, which is to attach a survey down below on a Google document and just ask a few questions, because this is all a primer to my Project Catalyst proposal, not proposal, but I'm a cohort with Project Catalyst for Fund 5, for Interview with Q. And there's a few fundamental pieces that we need to test out, and that has to do with the KPIs and bringing back information. So when those videos start getting released, I want to have a good survey system so that we know who's coming, who's going, and those will be the questions that you'll see in this interview as well, or in this narrative as well. So I hope you appreciate, or I hope you appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and we will talk to you later on. Thank you so much.